On this job, we're benefiting from a scale model of our house. Now, normally you might expect a model like this to come from an architect, but this is a little bit of a different story. This one comes to us courtesy of our homeowner.
Kevin, our company makes three-dimensional printers, and that three-dimensional printer fabricated everything that you see on the table in front of you.
Impressive. They look good. Why do I want the sole of a shoe, though?
You might not want the shoe, but the guy who designed that shoe first designed it in the computer, and the 3D printer was the only way for him to touch and feel his design.
So you're talking prototypes. You're saying that an engineer who has got something in his head or on a computer screen wants to put it in his hands, and you guys can make it.
Exactly.
And make a working model? I mean, this obviously opens and closes. Is this many pieces assembled or a single piece?
It's printed just like that.
Really?
Look at this one. This was printed as one assembly. All the gears were aligned, positioned properly so that when it comes out of the machine, it can operate just like this.
Comes out of the machine looking like this?
That's right.
That is wild. I got to check out these machines. Obviously, I know you guys use them for architecture. We saw your house. I'm looking at a downtown office building, maybe something out of Moscow's Red Square.
Yep. Architects all over the world are using this technology now.
Makes sense. I mean, they're powerful, right? Here's the old alternative, 2 dimensions. He gives you a drawing, and effective, you know, they can sort of show you the layout, the proximity, maybe the square footage, but it doesn't answer all of the questions. What are all the dotted lines, for example?
Exactly. If you take that design, you extrude it to the 3rd dimension, you add a lot more detail digitally, then you can answer the question. Those dotted lines were these suspended antique beams that we want in the new family room space.
And here we can see that they're up part of a cathedral ceiling. They can even got some color and texture to them. Does the printer give us the color, or does it just build a model and then we have to hand paint all this on?
The printer prints out all that color. Basically anything that's in the computer to start with, the printer can output.
Oh, what an improvement from an associate locked in some basement with a balsa wood and a sharp knife.
Now this is what you get.
And it all starts in the computer.
That's right. So it starts here at the computer when somebody has their 3-dimensional design complete. You can see here we have our front entryway that's been fully detailed with the tile work, woodwork, all the colors and everything.
Mm-hmm.
We're able to preview that here in our software, and once it's ready to go, we just hit 3D print.
And when you say print, you're being literal because you're talking about a printer.
That's right, a 3-dimensional printer. We take that digital design, we slice it into hundreds of really thin layers and recreate them on top of each other right here in the machine. About 250 of those layers for every vertical inch.
And what is it that you're actually printing? What's this white material?
Yeah, the white material is actually a specially engineered material. You can think of it like gypsum powder.
Can I touch it?
Yeah. And that loose powder will solidify into a part when we come by and print onto it with our binder material.
So the binder is the equivalent of a printer's ink.
That's right. Because the process takes a few hours, I started one here this morning.
Mm-hmm.
This one's already finished. So here we have several inches of loose powder, inside of which is actually the model of my front addition.
Wow.
Everywhere that the binder touched the powder turned into a solid object.
Mm-hmm.
The rest of it's just loose powder. I can clean up the rest of it here with some compressed air.
Okay. Finished product right there. Look at all of the details, right down to the paint colors on the wall.
That's right. And the last step, all we need to do is seal the surface and really help the colors pop. We just dunk it in a little bit of resin here.
That's remarkable technology. Wait till Tom Silva finds out. Did you just build the front addition in a couple hours? Most of our work is going to take place here in the back of the house. We are going to add this family room addition. It's going to sit right off of the main house here in the connecting L. It's going to be about 20 feet by 20 feet, and that's going to give the homeowners lots of new living space. And it's going to go right in here off of this wall and this wall. So we're going to need a new foundation, Roger, which means you have got to clear some space.